In this class, we are going to discuss some more problems on primal dual relationship. So, let us consider a few more problems. The first problem is minimize zx. Sometimes we also write zx because when z is a function of x, then we write zx equal to 2x2 plus 5x3. Remember here, it is 2x2 plus 5x3. x1 is not there. But in the constant equations, we may have x1 also. So this is a peculiar type of problem where in the constants you have x1, but in the objective function you do not have any x1. So this is a good problem. You must concentrate on this. So minimize zx is equal to 2x2 plus 5x3. Subject to x1 plus x2 is greater than or equal to 2. 2x1 plus x2 plus 6x3 is less than or equal to 6. And x1 minus x2 plus 3x3 is equal to 4. x1, x2, x3 are all greater than or equal to 0. So here also you see that in this problem, we have all three kinds of constants. One is greater than or equal to type, less than or equal to type, and equal to type. So two important things, two important observations which we can make here, that although the constant in equations do have x1 variable, but this remains absent in the objective function. Anyway, it is a problem of minimization, and we have three kinds of constants: greater than type, less than type, or equal to type. So you all know that solving a problem of minimization is slightly, say, more difficult than solving the problem of maximization. So we first try to convert the primal problem of minimization into maximization problem. So step one is change the objective function of minimization into maximization. So say minimization zx is equal to zx prime will be equal to minus 2x1 minus 5x2, where zx prime is equal to minus zx. Zx prime will be equal to minus zx. So we both sides we multiply with minus 1. So minimization becomes converted to maximization of minus zx, and this becomes minus 2x1 minus 5x2. So the problem is maximize zx prime. If we write minus zx is equal to zx prime, so maximize zx prime is equal to minus 2x1 minus 5x2. Okay. Second step is we have, say, inequality x1 plus x2 is greater than or equal to 2. But when there is a maximization problem, we try to have all less than or equal to type constants. So we convert this constant into x1 plus x2 is greater than or equal to 2. So what happens if you multiply both sides with minus 1, then it will be minus x1 minus x2, and this side will be minus 2, and the sign of inequality gets reversed. Means if it is greater than or equal to type, it becomes less than or equal to type. So this is minus 1 minus x1 minus x2 is equal to less than or equal to minus 2. Here it was greater than or equal to 2, but when we multiply it with minus 1 on both sides, then it becomes minus x1 minus x2 is less than or equal to minus 2. Okay. Now this equation 2x1 plus x2 plus 6x3 is anyway less than or equal to 6. So both the equations, this one constant equation, this one and this one, have been converted into less than or equal to type. Now third inequation is, or third constant is x1 minus x2 plus 3x3 is equal to 4. So you might have learned by now that when there is an equality sign, this can be considered that x1 minus x2 plus 3x3 is less than or equal to 4, and simultaneously x1 minus x2 plus 3x3 is greater than or equal to 4. Both things are possible. The equality sign means that this left hand side is at the same time simultaneously less than or equal to 4 and also at the same time greater than or equal to 4. So this can also be interpreted as, because we want to have all signs less than or equal to tag, so x1 minus x2 plus 3x3 is less than or equal to 4, and minus x1 minus x2 plus 3x3 is signs reverse, so this will be again less than or equal to minus 4. So we have two equations. Instead of one equality sign, we get two equations. One is x1 minus x2 plus 3x3 is less than or equal to 4, and another is minus x1 plus x2 minus 3x3 is less than or equal to minus 4. So the original problem is x by zx prime is equal to 0 into x1, because x1 is not here present, so we write 0 into x1 minus 2, this one, minus 2x2 minus 5x3. You can skip x1 also, but it is better to write all the three variables so that you can understand that we are going to treat x1 in our subsequent discussions, but this does not appear in the objective function. So we write 0 into x1 because x1 has a coefficient of 0 in the objective function. No x1 is required. So 0 into x1 minus 2x2 minus 5x. So even if some value of x1 comes, because its contribution in the objective function is 0, so it will have no impact on the profit of the maximization problem on the profit of the enterprise. So we write maximize z x prime 0 x1 minus 2 x2 minus 5 x3 subject to the constant here minus x1 minus x2 is less than or equal to minus 2. Here second 2x1 plus x2 plus 6x3 less than or equal to 6, and these two constants x1 minus x2 plus 3x3 is less than or equal to 4, and minus x1 plus x2 minus 3x3 is less than or equal to minus 4, and x1 x2 x3 all greater than or equal to 0. So suppose associated with this primal we have w1 w2 w3 w1 w2 w3 and w4 as the dual variables. So what will be happen? So we can write its dual how? w1 minus w1 plus 2w2 plus w3 minus w4 is equal to 0 into x1 to 0. Let's see here. Minus w1 plus 2w2 plus w3 minus w4. Again I show you here. This is minus w1 plus 2w2 plus w3 minus w4. You can note down because it is going on second page, so you can note down here minus w1 plus 2w2 plus w3 minus w4 is sign will get reversed. This is less than tag, that will become greater than or equal to tag 0. So maximization becomes minimization problem, and this becomes minus w1 plus 2w2 plus w3 minus w4 greater than or equal to 0. What happens next? Then you write x2 variable minus w1 plus w2 minus w3 plus w4 is equal to what? Greater than or equal to minus 2. Here yes, minus 2. This is minus 2. The minus w1 plus w2 minus w3 plus w4 greater than or equal to minus 2. And last equation is here there is no x3, so 0 into w3 1 plus 6 into w2 plus 3 into w3 minus 3 into w4 greater than or equal to minus 5. See here greater than or equal to minus 5. W0 into w1, so you can skip w1, 6w2, 3w3 and minus 3w4. 6w1, 3w2 minus 3w3, 6w2, 3w3 and minus 3w4 less than or equal to minus 5. less than equal to minus 5. W1 to W2, W3, W4, 0, greater than equal to 0. And what will be the objective function? Sorry, what will be the objective function here now? This will become the objective function. Minus 2 W1 plus 6 W2 plus 4 W3 minus 4 W4 minus 2 W1 plus 6 W2 plus 4 W3 minus 4 W4. This will be the objective function. So this is the dual of the original primal problem. This is the primal problem. This is the primal problem, and its dual is this. So now, one thing you can know that if you write W1, W2, W3, W4 vertically, and then the corresponding minus 2, 6, 4, minus 4, 0 here, minus 2, 6, 4, 4, minus 4 here. And if you read horizontally, then it is a primal problem. Say minus x1, minus x2, 0 into x3 equal to minus 2, minus x1 minus x2 is less than equal to minus 2. If you read vertically this way, minus w1 plus 2w2 plus w3 minus w4 is greater than equal to 0, because this 0 constant you will get from here. So you can read primal and dual both if you write in this matrix form. Anyway, so this is how we convert primal into dual. So you have understood the primal and dual relationship in this type of problem. We are going to discuss a few more problems here. So this is example 2. Here, minimize z is equal to 2x1 minus 2x2 plus 4x3, subject to the constant 3x1 plus 5x2 plus 4x3 is greater than equal to 7. 6x1 plus x2 plus 3x3 is greater than equal to 4. And similarly, all the constants are given here. So we have to write the dual. So given problem of maximization, it is minimization. So we always try to convert minimization into maximization if it is possible. If it is possible. So we consider 2, 3. This one minimization we will convert to maximize z prime x is equal to minus 3x1 plus 2x2 minus 4x3, where z prime x will be equal to minus z. Subject to the constant c here, we in the maximization problem all constants should be equal to, should be preferably be in less than or equal to type. So this is greater than equal to 7. So this will convert as minus 3x1 minus 5x2 minus 4x3 will be greater than equal to minus 7. That is, we are multiplying both sides with minus 1. So if we are multiplying with both sides with minus 1, then this becomes minus 3x1 minus 5x2 minus 4x3, but the inequality sign of greater than equal to gets changed to less than equal to type. Because when we multiply both sides of an equation with minus 1, then sign of inequality gets reversed. Means greater than equal to type becomes less than equal to type, and less than equal to type becomes greater than equal to type. So here this was greater than equal to type, so this has become less than equal to type, minus 7. Here it is also greater than equal to 4, so again we multiply by minus 1 on both sides, so we get minus 6(1) minus x2 minus 3x3 is less than equal to minus 4. Here it is already less than equal to type 10, so we do not make any changes here. This is again greater than equal to type, so we do what? We multiply with minus 1, so minus x1 plus 2x2 plus 2x2 minus 5x3 is less than equal to minus 3. And here again greater than equal to type, so again multiply with minus 1, so minus 4x1 minus 7x2 plus 2x3 is less than equal to minus 2. x1, x2, x3 are all greater than equal to 0. So if the W1, W2, W3, W4, W5 are the associated dual variables, then our problem of maximization, this maximization problem gets converted into minimization. So minimize that W prime will be equal to minus 7W1 minus 4W2 plus 10W3 minus 3W4 minus 2W5 subject to the constant what? Here minus 3W1 minus 6W2 plus 7W3 minus W4 minus 4W5 is now this less than equal to type will be converted into greater than equal to type, and this will be greater than equal to minus 3 here, minus 3, first coefficient of the variable x1. Similarly, this will be minus 5W1 minus W2 minus 2W3 minus 7W4 here minus 7W4 is equal to greater than equal to 2, and then the here third line minus 4W1 minus 3W2 minus W3 minus 5W4 plus 2W5 will be greater than equal to your minus 4, and W1, W2, W3, W4 are equal to greater than equal to 0. So this is the dual problem of the original primal. So we have tried to convert different type of primal into dual. So let us consider another problem here. Minimize z is equal to 2x1 plus 3x2 plus x3 subject to the condition 4x1 plus 3x2 plus x3 is equal to 6 and x1 plus 2x2 plus 5x3 is equal to 4. x1, x2, x3 greater than equal to 0. So again we convert the minimization problem into maximization. So maximize zx prime will be equal to minus 2x1 minus 3x2 minus x3. Subject to the constraints, what? In maximization, our intention is to have all inequations into less than equal to type. So when we say 4x1 plus 3x2 plus x2 is equal to 6, as discussed in the previous example, it means what? 4x1 plus 3x2 plus x3 is greater than equal to 6 and also less than equal to 6. So say we write 4x1 plus 3x2 plus x2 is less than equal to 6. Then at the same time it will also be greater than equal to minus 6, greater than equal to plus 6. So we multiply both sides with minus 1, then it becomes minus 4x1 minus 3x2 minus x3 will be less than equal to minus 6, because greater than equal to type gets converted into less than equal to type when multiplied both sides by minus 1. Similarly, this becomes x1 plus 2x2 plus 5x3 is less than equal to 4. And minus x1 minus 2x2 minus 5x3 is also less than equal to 4. x1, x2, x3 all greater than equal to 0. So then our dual problem is what? Say W1, W2, W3 and W4 are the dual variables. So 4W1 minus 4W2. So we keep 4 as a common, so 4W1 minus W2 plus 3 minus 4W1 minus 4W2 plus W3 minus W4. So we say we take one common, so W3 minus W4 is greater than equal to minus 2. Similarly here 3W1 minus 3W2 plus 2W3 minus W4 is greater than equal to minus 3. And here it will be W1 minus W2 plus 5W3 minus W4 is greater than equal to minus 1. All W1, W2, W3, W4 are greater than equal to 0. So now you have understood all kinds of inequations and their methods of conversion into dual problems. Now we are considering a special type of problem where it is said that a variable has unrestricted value. It means it may attain positive, negative, or zero value. So let us consider a problem where it is said to minimize z is equal to 2x1 plus 3x2 4x3 subject to the constant 2x1 plus 3x2 plus 5x3 is greater than or equal to 0. 3x1 plus x2 plus 7x3 is equal to 3. x1 plus 4 x2 plus 6 x3 is less than or equal to 5. x1 x2 greater than or equal to 0 and x3 unrestricted. What is the beauty of this problem? That you have all three kinds of constants: greater than type, less than type, and equal to type. Problem is that of minimization type, and one of the variables is unrestricted in sign. What does it mean? That it can attain any value, positive value, negative value, or zero value. So when a problem specifies a variable to be unrestricted, what we do, that we consider that let this variable be a difference of two variables. So x3 is equal to x3 prime minus x3 double prime. So what happens if x3 is greater than x3 double prime, x3 prime is greater than x3 double prime, then this will become positive. If x3 prime is less than x3 double prime, then this becomes negative. If x3 prime and x3 double prime are equal, then this becomes 0. So it can attain any value. So where x3 and both are positive, we consider both are positive, because you cannot treat in simplex method any negative value. So we consider this as a difference of two variables, both of which are separately greater than equal to 0. So we consider x3 as a difference of x3 prime minus x3 prime, where x3 prime and x3 double prime both are greater than equal to 0. Therefore, the standard primal problem becomes minimize z is equal to minus maximize z is equal to minus 2x1 minus 3x2, because we are multiplying both sides with minus 1, plus minus 4x3. So minus 4x3 will become 4x3 prime minus x3 double prime. Subject to the constants what? This is, say, greater than equal to type in equation. So we convert it into less than equal to type. So this becomes minus 2x1 minus 3x2 plus 5 becomes minus 5 x3 prime minus x3 double prime, because x3 is replaced by x3 prime minus x3 prime. So this is less than equal to minus 2. This is equal to here 3. So 3x1 plus x2 plus 7x3 is equal to 3. It means this is also greater than, less than equal to 3, and also greater than equal to 3. So we consider less than type. So we say 3x1 plus x2 plus 7x3 is represented by x3 prime minus x3 double prime is less than equal to 3. And at the same time, it is also greater than equal to type. So when we multiply both sides with minus 1, this becomes minus 3x1 minus x2 minus 7x3 prime minus x3 double prime is less than equal to minus 3. Similarly, this equation, this last structural constant x1 plus 4x2 plus 6x3 less than equal to 5 does not require any change, because it is already less than type equation. So we write here. Now, if the dual variables are w1, w2, w3, etc., then this becomes what? Minus 2w1 plus 3 w2 prime minus w2 dash prime, 3x1 minus 3x1, so w2 prime minus w3 prime plus 5w3 plus 5w3. This is your minus 2w1 plus 3w2 prime minus w3 prime plus 5w3. This is the objective function subject to the constant. You read vertically, and this is the coefficient. This is the form we use in dual. So this will be minus 2w1 plus 3 w2 prime minus w3 prime minus plus x1. So this will become plus w3 is greater than equal to minus 2, because less than equal to type sign gets converted into greater than equal to type. Similarly, if you did here, then it will be minus 3w1 plus w2 prime minus w2 dash prime plus 4w3 is greater than equal to minus 3. And likewise, if we read, so now if we convert W2 prime minus W2 prime as W2, then we can write minimize simply ZW prime equal minus 2W1 plus 3W2 plus 5W3 subject to these constants. And all W2, W2, W3 are greater than equal to 0. And W2 is unrestricted. W1 and W3 is greater than equal to 0 and W2 is unrestricted. So we have studied greater than equal to type, less than equal to type, and simply equal to type, say, restrictions. And we have understood how to convert them into dual problems. And we also considered a case where a variable may have unrestricted sign, and then we are able to convert it by considering this unrestricted value as a difference of two separate variables which have values greater than equal to 0. So this is all about conversion of primal into dual problem, and we end our discussion here for this class. Next class we shall study the methodology to read dual solution from primal and primal solution from the dual. One thing you remember that if you have the solution of primal, you can know the values of dual variables, and if you have the dual solution available with you, you can read the solution of primal from the table itself. So this we are going to discuss in the next class. Thank you.